Hey guys, SmashCast here, I'm AG and
PJ.
And today we're going to be taking a look at, apparently, SSB4 for 3DS in Japan just hit kind of like 1 million sales in the first week. Now the exact numbers is 9.8 hundred thousand. But it's almost 1 million, and probably by the time that the graph was made, it was kind of early, and it probably sold like 1 million at that point. So let's just approximate it to that. But that's not the story here. We're going to pretty much be talking about it hitting 1 million. Now, could SSB4 3DS, maybe slash Wii U, sell more than all the other Smash Bros. Games? And what's up with this? How much is it going to sell, and how much money is this going to make for Nintendo? Things like that. So PJ is going to start it off here.
So basically, for the N64 version, the first week it actually sold 183,097 copies, and then of all time it sold about 1.6 million. Now, I mean, the 3DS version obviously skyrockets that, and I mean, it's not really close, but it's getting close to the N64's all-time copies sold. So, I mean, if it surpasses that, that's one step. And it would also surpass Melee, and the next thing would be Brawl. And I think that's pretty easy, to be honest, because in my opinion and some others, Brawl wasn't the best game in the Smash Bros. Series. So, yeah.
So yeah, for the all time for N64, was 1.6 million, where SSB4 Melee was 1.3 million, and then Brawl being 2.3 million. This is in Japan. Then for first weeks, almost 200,000 N64, Melee 3,500,000, SSB4 Brawl 800,000. And then first week for SSB4 3DS, 1 million. So, like PJ said, it's really catching up to all-time sales, really. So, for sure, it's gonna outsell Melee in Japan, and it's also gonna outsell N64 3DS. I mean N64 SSB. So, for that reason, it's gonna make it for sure surpassing that through all-time sales. Now, Brawl. Do you think that the Japan 3DS will surpass Brawl?
Probably. I mean, if it's at 1 million already, then I expect it to be. I mean, it's been such a hyped up game, and you know, we've even seen from Destiny, it was hyped up for so many years, and I mean, it's finally here, and it actually got bad reviews, and it was one of the worst reviewed games that Bungie has ever had. So I mean, yeah, that was. I'm sure that's a disappointment for them. But I mean, this game has been hyped for a while, and you know, it's just the way of marketing it, right? You know, just like Titanfall, it died a little bit. So, you know, Nintendo did it right, and the sales will continue. Especially if they allow the linking between Wii U and 3DS, having the character unlocks. And
yeah, and pretty much probably it will surpass that. Like, it got 1 million more to go. I think in Japan it will outsell that. But now let me compare it to Brawl sales in pretty much kind of the US. So in the US, SSBB so Brawl pretty much,
dude.
yeah, SSB3. Okay, Brawl pretty much, let's say, sold kind of like 800,000 or something on the first day, which was actually, it sold more than Japan in the first week, just in the first day, first 2 days actually, of Brawl's release. But then, other than that, it's pretty much that it hit over 1 million during the first week, which is better than the SSB4 3DS, since it was over 1 million. I think it was like 1.2 million or something. So, but remember, that's only in Japan. and United States. Even Brawl in Japan didn't sell as much as in the United States, which means it's going to sell a lot more. So we can pretty much presume that SSB4 3DS is going to sell a lot more in the North America, pretty much. and we could say first week it's gonna surpass 1 million for sure. I'm gonna go for like maybe like just 1.5 million probably, and
That'd
just
be
like
insane.
And that way it would surpass Brawl. Even if it doesn't surpass Brawl, there's still Wii U, but Wii U is kind of tricky because the sales for the console isn't very high.
Yep.
But it's also like enough. But then on top of everything, it is the best game. So that's the real thing. And
yeah, and especially if they allow the linking characters, it's a brilliant, absolutely brilliant marketing move on Nintendo's part, and we'll actually be making a full-out video on this. But I mean, there's been many rumors and all that, so
yeah. So like this will really sell well. So I could say that it sold 1 million in Japan already, so world record. So that's great. Now we know the US / Canada / Mexico is gonna sell amazing too. Then plus Europe, which we didn't count yet, and then Australia. And then it's going to amount to be a lot of just sales. So I can safely say that this SSB4 3DS, I bet you is going to outsell Brawl. In total, like everywhere, probably outsell it. And then SSB4 Wii U. So really, that's it. So what do you guys think? Do you think it will surpass it? We kind of came to the conclusion that it will surpass it. And pretty much it's just all about what's going to be the day one sales for it in Europe, North America, and Australia. So that's just the big question. Now, pretty much they're going to market it really well. They did a really good job of marketing in Japan. We're waiting for the Smash Bros. Commercials. So really just got to market it well. That's the main thing. So what do you guys think? How much will it sell? Will it surpass like the rest of the Smash Bros. Games in your theories? So anyways, guys, SmashCast signing out. Peace.
peace.